Good morning, students. Myself Abhishek Sharma from Mount Literacy School, Jhansi. Students, we are continuing with 10th chapter of Business Studies of class 11th, and today we are going to discuss import objectives and what are its procedures. So, import trade refers to buying goods and services from another country. Generally, country prefer to import goods that domestic country is not able to produce as efficiently as foreign country is able to. Now, what are the objectives behind import? To speed up or gear up industrialization, to meet consumer new demands, to improve standard of living, to overcome national calamities like drought, flood, earthquake, famines, etc., to ensure national defense. Then comes the procedure. What is the procedure of importing goods from abroad? Basically, it is 10 steps starting from trade inquiry and ends with custom clearance. Trade inquiry. The import procedure begins with the importer conducts inquiry and collect information about the countries and exporter who can supply the goods to them. Procurement of import license. Importer can get information from EXIM. If the goods are under licensing category, then it should get a registration from DGFT or Regional Import Export Licensing Authority and obtain IEC number. Obtaining of foreign exchange. In India, all foreign exchange and transactions are regulated by Exchange Control Department of RBI. Every importer must obtain the sanctions of foreign exchange. For this, the importer has to give an application to a bank authorized by RBI to issue foreign exchange. Placing an order or indent. After obtaining the license and sanctions of a foreign exchange, the importer places an import order or indent to supply the specific product. The import order contains information regarding the price, quantity, quality, weight, size, grade, packaging, and shipment. Then comes obtaining letter of credit and LC are of 5 types, that is clean, dirty, revocable, irrevocable, and revolving. Arranging for finance. The importer should make in advance the arrangement for payments. Advance arrangement is done to avoid high penalties to be paid on import goods lying uncleared at the port. Receipt of shipment advice. Retirement of import documents. Arrival of goods, and then comes custom clearance. Custom clearance is the last procedure of importing a goods from another country. The custom officer examines the bill of entry carefully and assesses the custom duty to be paid by the importer, and after accessing the duty amount, the bill of entry is given to the appraiser officer who does the inspection of goods and verifies the details given in bill of entry. If appraiser officer is satisfied with the information given in the bill of entry, then he returns the bill of entry to the importer for making payment of custom duty. After this, the importer presents the bill of entry to the dock superintendent for physical examination of goods, and after the examination conducted by the dock superintendent, the bill of entry is presented to the port manager who accepts the payment of custom duty and issues the release order. On presentation of release order, the importer can immediately take the delivery of goods. In case the importer fails to pay import duty, sometimes it happens that importer is not in a position to give the import duty, then these goods are transferred to bonded warehouse. Basically, bonded warehouse are those which are located nearby port area or adjacent to the port. It may be a seaport or airport, so that there are no handle in the delivery of goods to the importer. The importer can take the delivery from the bonded warehouse only when he is or she pays the required custom duty and gets the NOC from the custom authorities. When customer authorities give them NOC, then or he or she can take the delivery of the goods from the bonded warehouse where the goods are actually lying. So students, that's all for today's classes. Thank you and have a nice day.